Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Cowboys send clear message on landing a new quarterback. The Dallas Cowboys already have the team's franchise quarterback in Dak Prescott, but the front office faces question marks at the position beyond the former Pro Bowler. Both Cooper Rush and Trey Lance are set to hit NFL free agency in the coming weeks. Prescott is coming off a season-ending hamstring injury, leaving the Cowboys vulnerable at the position. Cowboys Chief Operating Officer Stephen Jones indicated the team is planning to move in a different direction at the position behind Prescott, potentially drafting a young quarterback to sit behind the star. I think one of our goals is to get a young quarterback in the draft, Jones told the Dallas Morning News' David Moore on February 24, 2025. I don't know where that's going to be. That's why we gave a fourth-round pick for Trey. It seems like all the quarterbacks, even guys we have in the fourth round, go in the first. They always go so much higher than what you think. Cowboys QB Trey Lance expected to explore something different in NFL free agency. Jones also revealed that the franchise expects Lance to be looking for something different when NFL free agency begins. As for Rush, Jones hinted that the veteran could be out of the franchise's desired price range. You know how much we think of Cooper, Jones remarked. We just don't know what he's going to cost. When we're paying Dak what we're paying him, unfortunately, we do have to go cheap there. The Cowboys signed Dak Prescott to a $240 million contract extension in 2024. Prescott signed a 4-year, $240 million contract extension in 2024. Spotrac projects the Cowboys are nearly $3 million over the salary cap heading into the offseason. Dallas also has a likely lucrative contract extension looming for star pass rusher Micah Parsons. The most cost-effective way for Dallas to find a new backup quarterback would likely be to select quarterback on day 3 of the 2025 NFL Draft. As Heavy Sports previously explored, one appealing option could be Louisville Cardinals quarterback Tyler Shaw. Cowboys rumors: how early will the Cowboys look to draft a quarterback? New Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer will have a role in deciding how Dallas addresses the depth behind Prescott. It remains to be seen just how early the Cowboys will consider selecting a quarterback in the upcoming draft. We'll evaluate the whole situation at quarterback, Jones told reporters on February 24. I mean, you're always wanting to have a young guy coming. That's always a preference, and certainly that's something we'll look at in the draft to see if there's a young guy to start bringing along again. Obviously, we were focused on Trey there when we traded for him, and he was our young guy, if you will, that we were bringing along. But all of those options are things that we'll start to evaluate with this draft with Coach Schottenheimer, with quarterbacks coach Steve Shimko and offensive coordinator Clayton Adams, and that group, Jones added. To explore what's available out there, what's going to be in the draft, and make the best decision in terms of what we're going to have behind Dak. Cowboys just took major step toward keeping pending free agent. The Dallas Cowboys are entering a new era of football in 2025. In January, they moved on from Mike McCarthy and promoted Brian Schottenheimer from offensive coordinator to head coach. Schottenheimer and the rest of the Cowboys brass have the tough challenge of putting together a playoff/championship roster this offseason, despite only having a projected $2.4 million in cap space. With such little cap space, Dallas won't be able to land a big-time free agent. But the hope is that the Cowboys can re-sign a few of their guys before the new league year begins. One of those pending free agents is defensive lineman Osa Odighizuwa. According to David Moore of the Dallas Morning News, Dallas has begun contract negotiations with the 26-year-old defensive tackle. Moore also noted that the team hopes to retain Jordan Lewis and Rico Dowdle. Odighizuwa is coming off his best year in a Cowboys uniform, posting 47 combined tackles, 33 quarterback pressures, 23 quarterback hits, 5 tackles for loss, and 4.5 sacks this past season. Over his 4-year career with the Cowboys, Odighizuwa has produced 172 combined tackles, 58 quarterback hits, 13.5 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles. Odighizuwa could easily land a multi-year contract from another team in free agency based on his age and production in Dallas. Spotrac projects Odighizuwa's calculated market value as a 3-year, $62 million deal. Regardless of whatever deal the former third-round pick gets from Dallas, they must make room to re-sign him and their other guys. The Cowboys could restructure a few of their larger deals and cut a couple of players to give them some wiggle room. The Cowboys' defensive line depth was tested often last season, but Odighizuwa proved to be one of their most consistent players. They cannot let him leave Dallas, especially if they want to compete in 2025. How Pete Carroll convinced the Dallas Cowboys to hire Brian Schottenheimer. The Dallas Cowboys' decision to hire Brian Schottenheimer has been a polarizing one. Hall of Famer Michael Irvin wasn't thrilled with the Cowboys' direction after letting Mike McCarthy walk. Pete Carroll offers Brian Schottenheimer ringing endorsement, but, as it turns out, new Las Vegas Raiders head coach Pete Carroll offered Jerry Jones a ringing endorsement of Schottenheimer before the Cowboys hired the 51-year-old first-time head coach. "He's ready," Carroll told reporters at the NFL Combine in Indianapolis. "He's been waiting for this opportunity for a number of years. I just told Jerry Jones all the positive stuff about Brian, the stuff we've been through together, and all the confidence I had in him. And I tried to reassure him because it really sounded like he was in the lead position to get that job." Schottenheimer was Carroll's offensive coordinator with the Seattle Seahawks from 2018 through 2020, and has spent the past 4 seasons climbing the ranks of the Cowboys staff, before being handed the keys to the franchise earlier this month. "I was trying to help Jerry feel good about it too," Carroll explained. "Because he was trying to get ready for it. So, I was glad to have the chance to help him." Mayfield Sports Marketing. Call Mayfield Sports Marketing at 262-366-8188 to schedule Green Bay Packers players or alumni for your corporate appearance or product promotion. Our booking agents will work on your behalf to get you the best price for your desired sports speaker. Mayfield Sports Marketing has earned a reputation of being the one to call for booking top athletes to speak at events and trade shows. To learn more about Packers players or alumni appearance costs and booking fees, please call us today. Matt Lombardo. Website: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. Matt Lombardo is a seasoned NFL reporter with over 12 years of experience covering the league. In addition to his work at Gridiron Heroics, Lombardo covers the NFL for Heavy.com, is an on-air sports contributor for Fox 29 Philadelphia, and writes an NFL Substack, Between the Hashmarks. Lombardo is the former senior NFL insider of FanBuzz, and prior to taking that role was a national NFL reporter at Fansided, where he hosted a weekly podcast, The Matt Lombardo Show. A former beat reporter for NJ Advance Media, parent company of NJ.com and the Newark Star-Ledger, Lombardo covered the Philadelphia Eagles from 2011 through the 2017 season, before moving to cover the New York Giants for the Star-Ledger for 2 seasons from 2018 through 2020. During his career to date, Lombardo has covered 5 Super Bowls, 4 NFL drafts, multiple NFL combines, and has had his work frequently featured in publications such as Pro Football Talk, CBS Sports, and more. In addition to his journalism work, Lombardo is a strong on-air presence and is a former sports talk radio host on 97.5 FM The Fanatic, Philadelphia's first FM sports station and the radio home of the Philadelphia 76ers and Philadelphia Flyers. And are you a fan? What do you think of Pete Carroll's statement? Leave your opinion in the comments.